So who would like to speak first?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, why not?
Group activity.
Okay.
I would like to talk about a group activity that I did during my college days. Actually, when I studied for my nursing course, one fine day our anatomy professor gave a presentation work. For that, he divided our all class into a group of 7. And the topic for our assignment presentation was regarding the cardiovascular system disease. So in my group, we were 7. Actually, we had a limited time. So we had to prepare the assignment in that time. So our team members really burned the midnight oil. We worked really hard. Then some of us collected the data. That means regarding the cardiovascular system disease, and the other team members, they prepared the AV aids. I still remember one of my friend, she is good in drawing. She drew the cross section of heart. On the day of presentation, we presented that in a very good way. Our team leader, he has good public speaking skill. He presented it in a nice way. Actually, our presentation was scored good marks. We were all happy. I had a great time while I worked with that team. Actually, we all team members established a good rapport with each other. Then I realized the fact that two heads are better than one. Even though in some times we had a slight disagreement, but we managed to give a
All
good.
right. It is 2 minutes. Good. I wish I had kept a recording of Meagle when you first spoke. Remember? You would have yourself realized what an improvement, what a transformation of your speaking. Really great.
I
Okay.
am
You
being,
really worked hard on it. Okay. It is coming out flawlessly. And
yes, ma'am.
yeah, there were very few minor mistakes. I'll be giving you the feedback of those. Just take care of those mistakes. Okay.
I would like to talk about a group activity that I did during my college days. Actually, when I studied for my nursing course, one fine day our anatomy professor gave a presentation work. For that, he divided our whole class into a group of 7. And the topic for our assignment presentation was regarding the cardiovascular system disease. So in my group, we were 7. Actually, we had a limited time. So we had to prepare the assignment in that time. So our team members really burned the midnight oil. We worked really hard. Then some of us collected the data. That means regarding the cardiovascular system disease. And the other team members, they prepared the AV aids. I still remember.
See, when you say the other team members, they prepared the AV aids. Here, you are using the subject and the referent in the same sentence. Okay? The other team members, they prepared. Other team members prepared. They is extra word here. Okay? For example, if I say my father, his name is Manmohan Singh, it would be wrong. Okay? My father's name is Manmohan Singh.
Okay. My friend, she is good.
See, one of my friends, she is good. Again, she is for the friend. Okay, one of my friends, ek to plural, and then is good. You don't have to say she here. Okay.
Drawing, she drew the cross section of her. On the day of presentation, we presented that in a very good way. Our team leader, he has good.
Our team leader, he has. So that you have to. I mean that. See, when you speak, it doesn't look bad. It is not a very that basic grammatical error or something, but you have to learn this, that you don't use the subject and the referent in the same sentence. You don't need to use them. All right.
Oh,
So that is the
okay.
only mistake which has come 2-3 times. Otherwise, it's not less than 7. You're
Okay.
beautiful. Okay. I'll give chance to the other. I just wanted to tell you about this mistake. Okay. Next, who would like to speak?
महकप्रीत.
Mehak. Okay, Mehak, start करो. कौन सा बोलना है?
Describe an actor or actress.
Okay, start.
Well, there are a number of personalities of different industries who are famous for their acting talent. I mostly like to watch Bollywood movies, so I'm impressed by many celebrities of it. However, here I would like to talk about an actor, and he's none other than Amrinder Gill, who really admires me. He's not only an actor but also also a singer. Actually, he started his career as a singer, not as an actor. He's very tall and fair and very handsome. He is in his 60s, but he's quite young. He did a lot of hit movies for Bollywood. He made his acting debut under the Punjabi director's movie like Munde UKD in 2009 with the supporting role with Jimmy Shekhil and Niru Bajwa. Before making the debut as an actor in the Punjabi movies, he took acting classes from an well-known institute from Mumbai. He did a lot of comedy as well as romantic movies. In 2015, his film Grage was released and which was produced by his own company. And the company was Rhythm Boys Entertainment, which was founded by him in 2013. He won many awards for his best acting, like the Best Actor Award in the PTC Punjabi Film Awards. He is well disciplined and also a helpful person. Uh, I came to know about him by watching his interview, in which he told about his life experiences. He's very down to earth person and always helped the needy ones. I think he's the one who admires me a lot because he did a lot just because to make his career better.
Okay,
So I think he's
it's
the
so
only one.
nice. Mehak, it's a remarkable improvement from the last time. Okay, you have done
Okay, ma'am.
very well. Mistakes तो हैं, but uh, I remember last time बहुत ज़्यादा थी. You spoke, I think last week or last to last week. You spoke once, right?
मैम नो हर वीक बोल दिया.
And you were speaking every week. Okay. But today you spoke very well. There were mistakes, quite a few of them, but then you will learn them, now I'll give you the feedback. Okay. Well, there are a number of personalities of different industries who are famous for their acting talent. I mostly like to watch Bollywood movies, so I'm impressed by many celebrities of it. However, here I would like to talk about an actor, and he's none other than Amrinder Gill, who really admires me. आपने 2 बार बोला है. अमरिंदर है उसका नाम. अमरिंदर गिल आपको
अमरिंदर.
एडमायर करता है कि आप उसको एडमायर करते हैं?
Okay. Admire me.
Who admires you? Does he admire you? Does he know you?
No, ma'am.
Whom I really admire. जिसको मैं admire.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Who admires me गलत है. End में भी आपने यही बोला है. वो गलत है. Okay? Whom I really admire. He's not only an actor but also a singer. Actually, he started his career as a singer, not as an actor. He's very tall and fair and very handsome. He is in his 60s, but he's quite young. He did a lot of hit movies for Bollywood. He is in his 60s, but looks quite young. He is quite young. He looks quite young. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Is he in his 60s? Really?
मैम गलती ने बोले गए थे.
He made his acting debut under the Punjabi director's movie like Munde UKD in 2009 with the supporting role with Jimmy Shekhil and Niru Bajwa. Before making the debut as an actor in the Punjabi movies, he took acting classes from an well-known institute from Mumbai. He did a lot of comedy as well as romantic movies.
In 2015, his film Rage was released, and which was produced by his own company, and the company
हमने
was
जहाँ
Little Boys.
सब जगह जहाँ he did बोला ना वहाँ he has done आना है क्योंकि आप टाइम नहीं स्पेसिफाई कर रहे. ओके, सो he has done आएगा. You are not specifying the time. चलो, just wait. All right.
Which was founded by him in 2013. He won many awards for his best acting.
I think this pronunciation I teach in every class, every speaking class. Won. W-O-N is not won. It is one. Okay, O-N-E
Okay, ma'am.
and W-O-N have the same pronunciation. Okay, O-N-E and W-O-N have the same pronunciation, right? One, not one. One.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Like the Best Actor Award in the PTC Punjabi Film Awards. He's well disciplined and also a helpful person. I came to know about him by watching his interview, in which he told about his life experiences. He's very down to earth person and always help the needy one. I think he's the one who admires me a lot because he did a lot just because to make his career better.
He has done a lot. And who admires me वाली गलती मैं आपको पहले बता चुकी हूँ. ठीक है? Whom I really admire.
डेडी किथे लगता है?
Past tense ਹੁੰਦਾ है जिथे ਤੁਸੀਂ time ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹੋ. You are not specifying time anywhere ना. उन्हें अपनी पूरे life career ਵਿੱਚ ਇੰਨੀਆਂ movies ਕੀਤੀਆਂ कर चुके हैं. He has done a lot of movies.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
he has taken part. Here it is present perfect, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so Mehak has spoken. Meghna is, who is Meghna? You want to speak? Meghal has spoken.
Ma'am, I want to share the cue card which I speak on today's speaking exam.
Acha, you got to, you're done with your exam. Oh,
Yes.
which one did you get?
So I describe a subject that you would like to study in the future.
So what subject did you speak on?
I speak on mental health.
Which?
I speak on mental health as a subject.
Mental health. Okay, is that a subject?
I mean, I like to study mental health as a subject. Then I give the reason why I really wanted to study, and I tell why it is a difficult, but it would be easy.
All right. So, chalo, good. Are you happy with your speaking?
Yes, I'm happy with my speaking.
Okay. Well, how many bands? What band score do you expect?
I'm not sure about that.
You went on for full 2 minutes.
Yes, I went for a.
With confidence, with the which you have been speaking in my classes.
Yes, I even practice in the center before going to the exam.
Okay. So, Jatin, as far as I know you're speaking, okay, I would say you should get 6.5. Okay. Let's see whether you get that or you get more than that. I'd be very happy. Okay. But minimum that you will definitely get. You're an academic student. Okay. And your LRW is on?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh,
Yes.
Thursday. Okay. So you got to share your questions with us after your exam. Okay.
Yes, I will share my questions in the class and also in the center.
I need the graph drawn on a sheet of paper. Okay.
Okay, I will do that.
Do that immediately as you come out of the examination hall. Otherwise, you'll say, ma'am, mujhe ye reading figures nahi yaad hai. Okay. Don't give me those excuses. To the best of your memory, try to reproduce the graph outside. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. That was nice. Okay, who will speak next? Anybody?
Ma'am, I want to speak.
Yes, Meghna. Yeah. Which
Um,
clue?
Describe an unusual meal that you had.
All right, let's have it. Start.
I am a foodie and I want to eat different kind of food in my daily routine life. Here, I would like to talk about an unusual meal that I had in my childhood. Basically, my mother prepared my lunchbox for the school, and she got up early in the morning and prepared bread toast for me daily. And one day I went to school, and when the recess started and I opened my lunchbox, and I saw an unusual meal uh, that was uh, uh, that was uh, that was that was not good for me, and I was shocked to see that kind of food in my lunchbox. It was a garlic bread, and when I saw it, and I felt very bad because I was not habitual to eat that kind of food stuff, and I thought it was a stale bread, and my mother gave me and my mother gave me today, and I felt very disappointed, and I shared my meal with my friend, and she was very happy to eat that kind of food.
I think sound has gone. Something's wrong. All right. Meghna, something went wrong. We couldn't hear you in the end.
I I was at I was
All
I
right,
was
that's it. That's fine. I'll give you the feedback. Meghna,
okay, ma'am.
आप ना बहुत ज्यादा you said a lot about that, but you didn't say much about the unusual meal, what it was. Okay, just garlic bread. Then you were going on saying I was not happy with it. I'll give you the feedback and say you were those some things you did not have to speak like that. It was different, so I was very unhappy about it. But when my friends tasted it, they loved it, and then I tasted it. Okay, I'm not in the habit of trying new things, you can say, but आपने शुरू ऐसे करा, you are in the habit of trying new things. फिर आपने वो and you were not happy, तो वो बात जम ही नहीं रही. The story is not adding up.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, अगर आप लिख रहे हो you are not happy to see something new, that means in the beginning you shouldn't write that you like trying new dishes. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
because अगर new आपने देखा, either you feel very excited about it.
Okay, ma'am.
My mother has done something new. I tasted it. It was too yum. I gave it to my friends also to taste, and they also liked it a lot. I'd never eaten garlic bread before, but I loved it. And since that day, I've pestered my mother to make it almost every other day. Okay, like that you can say. So that will sound ना शुरू में आप बोल रहे हो मैं foodie, और
Yes,
बीच
ma'am.
में आप शुरू हो गए हो कि मैं बड़ी उदास हो गई कि नई चीज है कुछ. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
let's see.
I'm a foodie and I want to eat different kind of food in my daily routine life. Here
I want to try different के बाद plural आता है, kinds of food in my daily life. Routine extra word है बीच में, daily life. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
I'd like to talk about an unusual meal that I had in my childhood. Basically, my mother prepared my lunchbox for the school.
My mother used to prepare. Obviously, अब school खत्म हो चुका है ना, so my mother used to prepare my lunchbox for school.
Okay, ma'am.
And she got up early in the morning, and
she used to get up early in the morning to prepare my lunchbox.
Okay, ma'am.
Bread toast for me daily, and one day I went to school, and when the recess started and I opened my lunchbox, and I saw an unusual meal that was that was uh, that was that was not good for.
That was not good, Nina. I saw something different. I did not see the usual bread toast. I saw something different. Okay. So I
Okay,
was
ma'am.
I was surprised and I tried it. I loved it. I gave it to my friends also. Then I asked my mother what it was, and she told me she had learned it from YouTube. She had made garlic bread for me. Okay. Normally I don't eat garlic, but I like garlic in that bread. I like the, you can say like that. If you talk positive, you don't have to think much about talking. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
You can go on and on.
Me, and I was shocked to see that kind of food in my lunchbox. It was a garlic bread, and when I saw it, and I felt very bad because I was not habitual to eat that kind of food stuff, and I thought it was a stale bread, and my mother gave me, and my mother
And my mother had given me an, okay.
my
Okay,
mother
ma'am.
gave me today, and I felt very disappointed, and I shared my meal with my friend, and
I'll give you an idea to speak here. You can talk of broccoli parantha. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So you can say that I don't like broccoli, but my mother that day she sent paranthas, stuffed paranthas for me, and I tasted them. I felt, I found them very tasty. My friends also shared my lunch, and they also found it very tasty. When I realized that it was broccoli, I couldn't believe my eyes, because normally I don't like broccoli, but in the paranthas it was very nice. Okay. So you
Okay,
can,
ma'am.
it was the first time I had broccoli parantha. You can say I have had stuffed aloo parantha, gobi parantha, mooli parantha, but broccoli parantha was something new for me. You can say that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And if you have not tasted it, you can as well try and taste it. It's really, really good. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Sure.
All right. सुना ना ब्रोकली परांठा कि नहीं सुना कभी पहले?
हम सुना है.
हाँ, तो अब वो बोल सकते हो, ज्यादा कॉमन नहीं है. ओके.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Who's going to speak next? Grace? Grace, आपका एग्जाम होना है ना अभी? हाँ, Vivek, you want to speak? Yeah, you can speak. Yes.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of impromptu because I heard the other person talking about unusual meal, and it actually showed an idea in my mind. So I would like to go by that. I mean, I'm not prepared, but anyway.
That's okay.
So basically, all right. So I'll start now. So basically, this unusual meal that I'm going to talk about today is actually, I came across this unusual meal during my 7th grade in school. Actually, my parents sent me away to live and study at hostel. So I was one of those unfortunate students who didn't get chance to live with their parents while they were in their teenage. But anyway, so about this unusual meal, I was studying at this Gurukul by Swami Narayan. So there are different communities like this in India, based upon religion, So I was studying there, and this community, they believe in eating something that does not include like vegetable that have roots, so like garlic, ginger, those kind of food. They also don't eat strong spices such as cinnamon or turmeric. No, well, not turmeric, but like cinnamon or chilies. Those are very spicy that they believe that it causes, it's really bad for your mind if you eat them. So anyway, this unusual meal. So I was there. I was in the school for 1 year, and for this entire 1 year, I had to put up with this kind of on with this kind of meal that I really did not enjoy, forget about liking it. And every once in a while, like 2 times every month, they would cook this yams. I mean, they would steam these yams and then make a puree of this of yams, and they mix it with sugar, and that's how they would make
It's already
shira.
2 minutes. It's already 2 minutes. See, Vivek, what you have to learn is you're going about too much beating about the bush, and the actual cue card is still left. Okay,
Yeah.
this you have to learn. This is going to be catastrophic for you, and you have to learn to speak to the point, simple. First, speak on the main topic, then go on to the expansion. Okay. Yeah, you went on and on that you studied there, you didn't, you were unfortunate. Parents have sent you there because they thought it was a very good place to send children. Okay,
Yeah,
and they sent you there, probably they thought that they are doing the best thing for their child. Okay, so don't use the word unfortunate for that. Okay, if any such thing, if I mean were available here, I would have definitely, if I could send my children, I would have loved to send. And this makes me realize that whatever parents do for you is what they think is going to be the best for you. They will not do anything for you which they don't like. But anyways, and as far as the unusual meal is concerned, you've talked very less about it. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you get the cue card, there are cues written below the main topic. You know what you should do? First 30 or 40 seconds, finish all that. Okay.
Yes, and then go
As
about.
if you are answering short answer questions.
Yes.
Right? Then go on to expand. You've got to go on speaking for 2 minutes. Okay.
Yes.
And I'm gonna speak. I tell you, this has happened with me. One of my students would speak like that. Here, I'm gonna talk about this, going to gonna. And one of my brother-in-laws had come from the US, and I told him, I said, Virji, please take his speaking. I sent him 2 students. One was from a basic, Punjabi medium, and one was that gonna speak, that convent educated boy. And he gave, my brother-in-law gave 8 band to the gonna speak boy and 6 band to the one who spoke in, one who was from the Punjabi medium. But I knew that the one from the Punjabi medium was doing very less grammatical errors. And I told my brother-in-law that you marked them wrongly as far as the IELTS is concerned. I think this boy will fetch a better score than the other one. So what happened in the exam? I used to tell that boy, don't speak like that, gonna speak. This is not going to be good, but he didn't listen. And in the actual IELTS exam, 8.5 was the score of the student from the Punjabi medium. And this boy had only 6 in speaking. Overall, he had 7 because his English level was good. He did well in the reading and the listening. But in speaking and writing, he got 6 only. Okay, so you got to do away with this slang language. Gonna, you must speak words nicely, clearly. Here I'm going to speak on. Here I'm going to talk about. Okay, let articulation come out very nicely. You have the ability to even reach 8.5. Okay, one of my students has gotten 9 also, 8.5. Many of my students, I can remember getting 8.5, but you've got to speak very, very clearly. Each and every word should be expressed nicely, explicitly, should be able to be heard by the examiner. So don't do fast and be on the topic.
Yes.
You have the ability to go on for 5 minutes also. I think if I wouldn't stop you, you could have gone on and on. But that is not how you prepare for the IELTS speaking. You should know that there you have to talk about the main cue card. I'll just repeat it and you will see what I mean.
Yes, ma'am. So basically, I mean, the main point that I would take from your speech would be this: I'm gonna. I should not use that, right?
Yeah, don't use that in the IELTS speaking, at least. It's the formal English exam. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'll remember that. Thank you, ma'am.
Is actually I came across this unusual meal during my 7th grade in school. Actually, my parents sent me away to.
See, it is already about 15 to 17 seconds. and you've just talked ki ek unusual meal ki baat karni hai. Let's see how, after how many seconds that actual talk about the unusual meal comes.
We even study at hostel. So I was, one of those unfortunate students who didn't get chance to live with their parents while they were in their teenage. But anyway, so about this unusual meal, I was studying at this Gurukul by Swami Narayan. So there are different communities like this in India, based upon religion, So I was studying there, and this community, they believe in eating something that does not include like a vegetable that have roots, so like garlic, ginger, those kind of food. They also don't eat strong spices such as cinnamon.
It is 1 minute, 10 seconds, yet your unusual meal has not come. Okay?
Or turmeric, no, well, not turmeric, but like cinnamon or chilies. Those are very spicy. They believe that it causes, it's really bad for your mind if you eat them. So anyway, this unusual meal. So I was there. I was in this school for 1 year, and for this entire 1 year, I had to put up this kind of with this kind of meal that I really did not enjoy. Forget about liking it. And every once in a while, like 2 times every month, they would cook this yams. I mean, they would steam these yams and then make a puree of the.
What is yam?
Yummy.
What is
मैम
yam?
वो स्वीट पोटैटोस कहते हैं ना जिसको.
Okay, okay. Okay, yam. Let me check. A large root of a tropical plant that is cooked as a vegetable. Okay. Yam. I didn't know that.
Yam.
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 All right. Acha. So Vipul, I think Vivek, sorry. Vivek? Vivek ने बोला ना ये?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
कि आपका ना, so you realize that today you went wrong. Today,
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
and you know what? I'll tell you one more thing for all the students here. Today, I'm going to share this story. When I started teaching, I used to have, occasionally a student would come whose base would be good at English. So, once I got this girl, a dentist, and she used to speak very good English. And I thought that she doesn't need to prepare for the speaking, because I was also very new as a teacher, as an IELTS teacher. So she says, no, ma'am, you give me the cue cards. I have to make up a story, build up a story around each cue card that comes in the exam. Otherwise, I'll not be able to speak over there. And I still said, no, you can speak, don't worry. No, but she still took all those cue cards. She prepared only for a week. She took all those cue cards for me. Then she built a story around each, that if I'll get this cue card, this is what I'm going to speak on. Okay, this was her homework that she did. And in the actual exam, she got an 8.5. And when I asked her, I would never have been able to get 8.5 if I hadn't prepared them beforehand. So students teach me, then I used to tell all my students to prepare all the cue cards before, going. At least build up a story around each cue card that is there in the book. All right, don't miss any one of them, because if you'll miss any one of them, it has happened so many times. You miss one, and that one you get in the exam. Okay, so don't miss any one of them. All right. Yes. So who would like to speak next? I think Vivek, that was enough of a feedback. Who would like to speak next?
May I?
Ma'am, Vipul.
Oh, okay, Vipul after Grace. Okay, first Grace, then Vipul. Grace, which card are you going to speak on?
Describe a development in your country, like shopping center, park, etc.
Okay, start.
I would like to talk on the topic of development in my country. Development in infrastructure is very important, as India is a developing country, and I have seen many developments there, but I would like to talk on development related to transportation system. Recently, there was a development in the metro stations, metro trains, which were introduced in India. I felt very proud when I came to know about it. These metro trains um, are not driven by the drivers, they are automated, and they are very useful because it saves so much time as it is introduced in Delhi. So Delhi is very compact place where usually it took an hour to reach the office or the home. So these trains made the life very easy for the people. These trains are are very helpful to the environment as they are not polluting the environment. They are usually run operated by electricity. These trains have the capacity to take over 10,000 people and have 8 blocks. When I told my friends about this new development in our country, they were very excited, and we all planned to have one ride on it. And fortunately, I get a chance to get a ride on it. And it took us almost 15 minutes to get the destination. And I was very happy, and other was very happy.
So that was well spoken. There were a few grammatical errors, which I'll play back and I'll tell you. Grace?
Okay.
I would like to talk on the topic of development in my country. Development in infrastructure is very important as India is a developing country, and I have seen many developments there, but I would like to talk on development related to transportation system. Recently, there was a development in the metro stations, the metro trains which were introduced in India. I felt very proud when I came to know about it. These metro trains were not driven by the drivers, they are automated. And they are very useful.
So these metro trains were are not driven. This is passive voice. They are not driven by the drivers. Okay. आपने वो क्या बोला है? आपने कुछ गलत बोला है.
Driven by the drivers, they are
these metro trains were not driven by the drivers, are not driven by drivers. Okay, they are automated, right?
Yeah. And they are very useful because they have so much time as it is introduced in Delhi. So Delhi is very compact place where usually it took an hour to reach the office or the home. So these trains made the life pretty easy for the people. These trains are very helpful to the environment as they are not polluting the environment. They are usually run operated by electricity. These trains have the capacity to take over 10,000 people and have 8 blocks. When I told my friends about this new development in our country, they were very excited, and we all planned to have one ride on it. And
we all plan to have one ride on it. Either speak or one. Okay, or one of the two words, not both.
Fortunately, I get a chance to. Fortunately, I get a chance to.
Fortunately, I got a chance. Get a chance.
Get a ride on it. I was, and it took us almost 15 minutes to.
It took us just 15 minutes. Where if we go, otherwise it takes 1 hour. Okay, you can say like that.
The destination, and I was very happy.
All right, it's too much. Very well spoken. Otherwise, Grace, not bad at all. Yes, Vipul. Yes, Vipul.
Yeah, so my cue card is describe an interesting thing you have learned from a foreign culture.
Okay.
So should I start? Yeah. Today, I would like to discuss about a foreign culture which I learned a couple of years back, which is called Mother's Day. Growing in a country like India, we don't have such celebration in our country, but I came to know this particular, I would say, the day from one of my friends. He studied in the US and he completed his master there. He stayed there with his uncle, and he saw and learned this particular days like Mother's Days, Father's Days, and others days. So he came back a couple of years back. Then we had a chat together, and I came to know about this particular days, and I was so surprised that we don't have, even we are very close to with our parents, and we are living together, but we don't have such kind of day. So he told like how this celebration happened in US. He saw that his uncle and his uncle children's celebrated it and gave so many gifts to the aunt. So I decided to celebrate the same festival with my family as well. So we had a Mother's Day approaching to the in the May of March, sorry, second week of May. So I celebrated with the surprising tea and brunch with my mother. So she was not aware about this particular festival, but I explained that. My sister and me took my mother to the shopping complex for gifts.
2 minutes already there. Well spoken, but there were mistakes. However, you are improving every week. Okay, let me play it back.
So, should I start? Yeah. Today, I would like to discuss about a foreign culture which I learned a couple.
Discuss के बाद about नहीं आता. Discuss a foreign culture. Okay, discuss about. Okay.
Years back, which is called Mother's Day. Growing in a country like India, we don't have such celebration in our country, but I came to know this particular, I would say, the day from one of my friends. He studied in the US and he completed his master there. He stayed there with his uncle, and he saw and learned this particular days like Mother's Days, Father's Days, and others days. So he came back a couple of years back. Then we had a chat together, and I came to know about this particular days, and I was so surprised that we don't have, even we are very close to with our parents, and we are living together, but we don't have such kind of day. So he told like how this celebration happened in US. He saw that
happened nahi, happens, takes place. Okay, happens.
His uncle and his uncle children's celebrated it and gave.
Children's nahi hota, Vipul, it's always children.
Children, yeah.
Okay, his uncle's children celebrate this day. Okay.
So many gifts to the aunt. So
to their
I
mother,
decided
to their mother. Okay, his uncle's children celebrated giving too many gifts to their mother. Okay,
to celebrate the same festival with my family as well. So we had a Mother's Day approaching to in the May of March. Sorry, second week of May. So I celebrated with the surprising tea and brunch.
So we gave a surprise treat to our mother. My sister and I, me and my sister bhi galat tha. Galat, aage aana hai, acha?
With my mother, so she was not aware about this particular festival, but I explained that my sister and me took.
My sister and me is wrong. My sister and I, okay, took our mother to the cafe and we treated her to coffee and snacks.
My mother to the shopping complex for gifts.
So Vipul, much better than earlier times. You're improving by the day, by the week, I would say. All right.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
When is your exam? Filled in or not yet?
Not yet, ma'am. So yeah, I'm approaching to the April, somewhere in the middle of.
Okay. All right.
Ma'am, may I?
Who's that?
Amandeep.
Aman.
Ma'am, I am think I am the third one to talk about that unusual meal.
All right.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here I am going to speak about unusual meal that I had. Although I have tasted many type of cuisine from continental to Japanese cuisine, but here I would like to tell you about the very awful meal that I had. That was chicken halwa. That tag is called in Hindi, but that is something like a texture of pudding. I went to my friend's birthday party last month, where we went to Moti Mahal restaurant, and my friend ordered the main course. After that, the service was very quick, and the waiter suggests us that there was a special dessert, and that was the meal of the day. And he told that that dish was their signature dish, so we should give a try to it. Although I am very flexible to taste each type of cuisine, so I decided to give a try to this meal. That was something like in golden color. That was just like a jelly, and that's a halwa type, which is made from the chicken. I was that pudding, but to my surprise, that was very bad. The flavor was very dull, and apart from that, I feel very bad that I will end my end course meal with the chicken. Although I have a sweet tooth, where I would always prefer to end my meal with some dessert, which in the sweet nature and which is specially made from the milk. But that dish was not good according to my taste. Although this meal was presented, the presentation of this meal was very good. Actually, there was some gold leaves, petals, and then apart from that, there is also slight pistachio over there. The present
Over. Aman.
that's all I need to speak about it. Thank you.
Aman, if the examiner stops you, please stop over there. Okay.
True, ma'am.
All right. Don't go on speaking like that. Okay. What
Yes,
is the meaning of although?
although it is just, ma'am, I think I have used
You
several
have
times.
used although twice, and both times you have used it very, very wrongly.
Although means and.
Although doesn't mean and.
Apart from,
No.
Opposite.
Yes, you have to say something opposite. Although I went to the market, I did not buy anything. Although I studied hard, I could not pass the exam. Okay.
okay, ma'am.
Although ke baad, you have to say something opposite. Okay. Although,
Okay, ma'am.
yeah. So you've not used it correctly both the times. Okay. Just listen.
Here I am going to speak about unusual meal that I had. Although I have tasted many type of cuisine from continental to Japanese cuisine, but here I would
Although or while वाले sentences के बाद but नहीं आता कभी भी. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Although आना ही नहीं था. Although लगा के 5 बैंड पे आ गए हो 5 5.5 पे. Although नहीं लगाते तो 7 band sentence. I have tasted many types of meals, but here I am going to talk of this. Okay, that is a good enough sentence. ये जो मतलब होता है ना कि ये वर्ड्स डालने ही डालने हैं स्पीकिंग में, वो गलत हो जाते हैं. ओके, जस्ट बिकॉज इनको डालना है उस वजह से कभी नहीं डालना चाहिए. ठीक है.
Yes, ma'am.
like to tell you about a very awful meal that I had. That was chicken halwa. That tag is called in Hindi, but that is
Let
something
me
like
check whether the halwa word is there in the Oxford dictionary. Halwa word. Do you think halwa is there in the dictionary? There are many words which are there in the dictionary, but halwa word, I want to check. Halwa. Yes.
Wow.
Halwa. 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 Okay. Halwa is there. Very good. Okay. So it is chicken halwa. All right. Stop share. Kahan se karna? All right. So halwa word is there. Okay, chicken halwa. मैंने तो सुना ही पहली बार है chicken halwa. Is it really a dish?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I went to my friend's birthday party last month where we went to more in a health restaurant and my friend ordered the main course. After that, the service was very quick and the waiter suggested us that there was a special
Waiter suggested, okay?
dessert.
और suggested के बाद अस नहीं आना. Suggested to taste the special signature dish of the day. That was chicken halwa, okay?
That was the meal of the day. And he told that dish was their signature dish, so we should give a try to it. Although I am very flexible to taste each type of cuisine, so I decided.
Although I'm flexible, I did not want to eat that chicken halwa. तब तो बात बनती, although लगाने का जरूरत ही नहीं थी. आपने although के बाद उसी की टोन में बात करी है. I decided, although I am very flexible, I decided to eat it. ये तो बात ही नहीं बन रही. Although has been used wrongly. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Give a try to it. Although I am very flexible to taste each type of cuisine, so I decided to give a try to.
यहाँ पे होना होता है. As I am very flexible, I decided to give it a try. Okay?
Meal. That was something like in golden color. That was just like a jelly. That's a halwa type, which is made from the chicken. I was taste that pudding, but
I was taste is wrong English. I tasted that pudding. Okay.
My surprise, that was very bad. The flavor was very dull. And apart from that, I feel very bad that
I felt very bad. Okay.
I will end my end course meal with the chicken.
I felt very bad because it spoiled the whole, meal for me, what I had earlier eaten.
Although I have a sweet tooth where I would always prefer to end my meal with some dessert within the sweet nature and which is specially made from the milk. But that dish was not good according to my taste.
Although मैं फिर but लगा दिया ना, but नहीं आना although में, ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
Although this meal was presented, the presentation of this meal was very good. Actually, there was some gold leaf petals.
Although the presentation was good, the taste was awful. Okay. So
yes, ma'am.
Presentation had 10 out of 10 marks and actual meal had just 1 out of 10. Okay, like that you can say.
Yes, ma'am.
Chalo Aman, काफी गलतियां थी, but you've learned. Okay, that is
yes,
amazing.
ma'am.
When is your exam?
Ma'am, I'm thinking for 18th of March, but I'm not sure about that. अभी मैंने नहीं full name नहीं किया, details नहीं की.
All right, so I think we'll call it a day, and we've many students have spoken and have been giving feedback, to you. So let us see if you get any of these cue cards in the exam and you are able to speak well on them. Vani, next time. It's time already. Okay. So
एक short simple question है, अगर आप आंसर दो तो.
हाँ बोलो.
वो आश्वी का क्वेश्चन है, बोले अनयूजुअल का मतलब क्या? अनयूजुअल मतलब मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा इसलिए अनयूजुअल है या किसी और प्रकार से अनयूजुअल होना?
Unusual का मतलब ये है ही नहीं कि आपको अच्छा नहीं लगा. Unusual means something you hadn't eaten before. That was unusual. That is not the usual meal for you. It was unusual. Okay. Yeah. So I when I went to US, I had this chipotle Mexican dish. Okay.
Oh, yes.
And मुझे unusual लगा. मैं उसके बारे में बोल सकती हूँ क्योंकि मेरे लिए वो unusual था. किसी के लिए पिज्जा ही unusual हो सकता है. उन्होंने कभी नहीं खाया या देखा तो पिज्जा will be unusual. आप किसी अमेरिकन से पूछोगे तो उनको स्टफ्ड आलू पराठा अनयूजुअल लगेगा, दाल रोटी अनयूजुअल लगेगी. Unusual is which is not usual for you. That is, it is so simple. You can speak on anything.
मीन्स जो आपने कभी रेगुलर ना खा के कभी अचानक से खाया हो, दैट इज
फर्स्ट
अनयूजुअल.
टाइम खाया हो आपके लिए अनयूजुअल है वो. That is it. Okay.
जैसे हम लोग साउथ साइड जाते हैं वो दाल में भिंडी डाल के खाते हैं.
हाँ, उनकी भिंडी ऐसे तरी वाली होती है. हाँ हाँ, और मोटी मोटी भिंडी होती है, बड़ी बड़ी. I've seen that also. Huge.
Madam sambar.
Yes, they put it in sambar. But ठीक है, when you go out, you enjoy their meals also. उसमें अपना ही एक charm होता है, eating, all the, dishes of all the places where you go to, you try. In Assam side, there is, people don't eat chapati, wheat नहीं खाते, उनका staple diet rice है. तो मेरी छोटी sister की friend है, Assamese girl, she is very nice. तो एक दिन हमने उसके घर जाना था. दीदी आपने रोटी खानी है तो मैं आटा लेके आऊं, नहीं तो चावल तो बनेगा. मैं कहा नहीं, चावल चलेगा, हमें डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. तो मतलब आटा भी नहीं आता घर में. हमारे नॉर्थ इंडिया में आटा नहीं आए तो अजीब लगता है ना. आटा तो फर्स्ट थिंग है जो किचन में आती है. मतलब यू हैव दिस आटा ऑलवेज, व्हीट फ्लावर. तो वो तो उनके लिए ये था कि अगर आपने खाना है, रोटी खानी है तो मैं लेके आऊं, नहीं तो ऐसे ही चलेगा.
मीन्स बाजार से लेकर आऊं.
हाँ,
मीन्स बाजार से लेकर आऊं मैं आज, जैसे पनीर लेकर आना.
ऐसे ऐसे पूछा मुझसे ना, अगर आपने रोटी खानी तो मैं आटा लेके आऊं, नहीं तो नहीं. उसने पहले पूछा था, हमने जब जाना था उसने पहले मुझसे 1-2 दिन पहले पूछ लिया था कि अगर आप रोटी खाते ही खाते हो. बिकॉज देयर सम पीपल आर वेरी पर्टिकुलर कि हमें तो रोटी चाहिए. तो मैं तो ऐसी हूँ नहीं. ना ही मेरे हस्बैंड है, हम तो वॉट एवर कम्स आवर वे वी वेलकम इट. कुछ भी चलता है. बाहर जाओ तो स्पेशली कुछ भी चलता है. मतलब यू कैन नॉट बी स्टिंजी अबाउट दिस कि यही खाना है या वही खाना है. दैट यू कैन नॉट डू लाइक दैट व्हेन यू गो एनीवेयर. You should be, you should try new things. And अच्छी नहीं लगे तो भी कोई बात नहीं, इतना it doesn't matter. And कभी नई चीज immediately अच्छी नहीं लगती, but बाद में you develop a special taste for that. You start liking it. ऐसे भी होता है. Such things also happen. Okay. And supposing मेरे को तो ये बड़ा होता है कि if I come to know that this is a healthy meal, even if I don't like it, I develop a taste for it. I force myself to eat it many times. Okay, कि नहीं, this is good for me, I must have it. This is it. So like
Excuse
that.
me, ma'am.
Yes.
मैम एक क्यू कार्ड है, टॉक अबाउट योर फेवरेट वेदर. तो इसमें हमें फेवरेट वेदर ही बोलना होता है या सीजन के बारे में भी बोल सकते हैं?
What is the difference in weather and season is a long-term atmospheric, this climate season. Weather is a short-term atmospheric condition. तो favorite weather आप बोल सकते हो, pleasant weather which we get in the months of during the spring and autumn season. Pleasant weather. Spring में भी pleasant होता है, autumn में भी pleasant होता है. Spring is when the winter ends and the summer begins. That 1 month in between is spring. Weather is pleasant. आजकल pleasant weather है North India में तो particularly. Okay. And then in October, when the summers end and the winters are going to start, we have the autumn. Then also it is pleasant. It's neither too hot nor too cold. You can also talk about the rainy weather. Okay. You like the rainy weather. You like the pleasant weather. I would say I like the pleasant weather which we have in the month of spring, especially because it's, very pleasant. You can wear any clothes of your choice, and it's all green and colorful outside because the flowers are in full bloom, and new leaves are seen on the plants and trees. They are beginning to come. तो ये सारी चीजें जो spring को बहुत beautiful बना देती हैं. You can talk on spring. Okay, like that.
Okay, ma'am.
Weather is weather. Okay, short-term atmospheric condition.
Ma'am, there is also another unusual cue card that says describe a popular teacher you know.
Popular teacher. अभी
तो
popular.
वो तो स्कूल वाला ही बोल देने का ना कि हमारे ये टीचर बहुत पॉपुलर है स्कूल में किसी ना किसी हरकत की वजह से.
You can say she is very popular in our school, in our whole hometown. She is very popular. You can say like that. Okay, that school is very good, and so that teacher is very popular. Because of that teacher, many students join the school. Many parents send their children to that school because of that teacher.
So he or she doesn't have to be this famous like celebrities they do all over the world. She needs to be popular in that particular school. That's what it means, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. I wanted a clarification, so thank you.
All right.
Good night, ma'am.
Good night.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Good